How do we best grow soccer in America? It's a tagline that's thrown around by many people in our governing soccer federation here in America. And then couple that with the movement for promotion and relegation and an open USA soccer industry. How do we grow the game to a point where we can establish the open industry policy? The power really rests with our governing soccer federation, U.S. Soccer. It needs to govern in the interest of all people in the industry, all constituents. And right now it's not. It's just governing in favor of a small group of individuals or a small group of companies, and this is wrong. So as far as if U.S. Soccer, our governing federation, was serious about growing the game, what would that actually look like? First of all, there's a lot of talk about we need stronger lower divisions before we can fully unite the entire pyramid with an open system of promotion and relegation. There's, people say there's too big of a gap between kind of the amateur level at the grassroots and then the professional level. Well, first of all, we've got our Division I set up, and we've got two strong Division II leagues here. We need to close the first division, and we need to stop MLS from buying up any more U.S. soccer clubs. It may seem like when MLS brings in a club to itself into Division I, so for example, it's courting about 8 different teams right now for artificial promotion to Division I MLS. What MLS does essentially when it promotes a team to Division I, it basically buys up the club, or the club pays to have MLS absorb it, and that club essentially ceases to operate as an independent entity. It's basically MLS as a one single club in our Division I. So as MLS is buying up clubs and expanding, it's actually killing strong clubs in our lower divisions. So as a U.S. Soccer governing federation, we should cap our Division I and say, hey, here's our maximum is 24 teams in Division I. And if you want to keep your Division I sanction MLS, you need to trim down to 24 teams, or you need to integrate into an open system with Division II and send a few teams down, something like that. And so what is the cap for MLS expansion? They keep saying they're going to stop at, 22, 24 teams, and now it's going to be, 28? Soon they're going to hit 30, and MLS lives off that expansion hype. It needs it to generate publicity for the league and interest, and also it takes down their competition. So when strong clubs grow up in the lower divisions and become a threat as an alternative to MLS, MLS can just swoop in. Because they have D1, they can dangle that as a carrot and say, hey, join us, we're your ticket to D1, and then they essentially buy out their competition. So expansion of Division I and MLS needs to stop if U.S. Soccer is serious about growing the game. And then second of all, a big one is promote the U.S. Open Cup. We have an Open Cup here in America that's over 100 years old. It rivals the FA Cup in England in terms of age and history, maybe not in prominence, but if U.S. Soccer is serious about growing soccer at all levels of the sport, it would absolutely hype the daylights out of that tournament, do whatever it can to promote it, to get it on TV, to publicize it. Just in the past few years, it finally started to cover it on social media. Our U.S. Soccer Federation basically ignored it. They allowed a third-party independent volunteer group to provide the main source of online and media coverage, and that was just insane to think of. So finally, U.S. Soccer is starting to promote it a little bit, and that's helping us a lot in terms of bringing attention to the lower divisions and giving a little bit more incentive for the lower tiers to build and invest. So the stopping expansion Division I, stopping the buyout of clubs that MLS is currently in the midst of. And it will continue to do that until U.S. Soccer puts its foot down and stops it. So we need to stop that, and we need to promote the Open Cup more. So in terms of things we can do before opening the system to grow the game, those two things are it. Again, I don't think there's a ready point necessarily for opening the USA Soccer market to all. We need to make the declaration first. U.S. Soccer needs to declare a target date, say 5 years down the road. All tiers will unite and be connected with promotion relegation. And then from there, teams finally have real incentive to build, invest, and to grow. Because right now, there's no incentive if you're in the lower divisions to found clubs, to build clubs, to invest in clubs, and to innovate. Because, well, what's the guarantee? I mean, you're stuck under a glass ceiling. So any sensible business person is going to say no way. So the Cup, stopping Division I expansion, and then U.S. Soccer needs to declare a timeline, as I've said in other videos. It's really up to our federation to make this happen. We're going to get there eventually, and we need a U.S. Soccer Federation that will lead us there, that will do its job. And if this one won't do its job, then we can replace it with an alternate federation under FIFA sanctioning. So if you like this video, make sure to share it out on social media and also subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you soon.